Welcome back to Rubber Ducky's Bathtub. You're watching episode 19 of the Close Combat 2 Axis campaign. If you enjoy the Close Combat series, there's a playlist for the Allied campaign that is complete, as well as one for the ongoing Axis campaign, so check those out. I'm trying to grow my channel, and every subscriber and like helps get my content out there. If you're not already subscribed, please consider clicking the button. If you have been enjoying the Close Combat series or this video, leave a like. We're back in Nijmegen at the South Bridgehead with the 10th SS Panzer Division. The men fought hard here, but were driven back to the northwest edge of the city. This region is crucial to our goal of holding the Allies back, as well as interdicting supply routes. We've got to continue to apply pressure and put up resistance, so hopefully the 4 hours we've rested will provide us with a refreshed fighting force. Okay, so we've got 2 points and a Schützen squad that's more dead than alive, and they're worth 3 if we return them. There's no Schützen in the army, and so we'd only have 5 points anyway. We could take a sniper. We don't really have a way to get an MG42. Sorry, I just need to study this and kind of figure out what we want to do. Even if we retire the Schützen squad we've got, we still can't get another Schützen squad. We could take a recon. Unfortunately, we can't take the cheaper one from the army. We'd have to take the one from the SS. But that would be 5 points and would at least get us some submachine guns. I think that's better than the reserve. So they do have high morale, high experience. There's 1 unit available. So if we take them, we get some MP40s. That might be a little bit better for us on defense versus having a couple of guys in the Schützen anyway that have just got Mausers. So I think I want to retire this Schützen squad, and then that'll give us our 5 points. We take this recon squad from the SS, and we're just down 1 man in the other Schützen squad, but I think we're still going to be ahead of where we were. Okay, so we got to figure this out. I kind of want to hold just the top, and I think everybody's scattered around. I'm just going to move them all up here so we can see them. But I don't want to try and hold the south end of the map at all right now. We don't have enough people to scatter around. So now I just got to come up with a solid plan so we don't get overrun up here. Recon, MG42, and nope, can we get them in the corner? That might be okay. They got a nice 1,250 rounds also, so that's not too bad. Let's see, the Schützen. I'm going to move them back here for a minute. I don't know that I'm going to leave them there, but that kind of controls our back. But I don't know if they're better off further south than that. Then we got that recon. So they can't come straight from the south. They'd have to go west and come up through those three-story buildings. This recon actually has really good line of sight around the park. MG42. He can see just about everything. He can even shoot into that 3-story if they make it there. This recon also has really good line of sight too. So the question then is this Schützen squad. If I move them down here, I think down here's a better position. It stops them from getting so close to us, but they're kind of off on their own, and I don't know that they're powerful enough to hold somebody back. They don't have good line of sight into those 3 stories where I think the enemy is going to come from. So if we move this recon up here and we move the Schützen up, something that this opens up to is maybe the possibility that that recon squad can sneak around under the bridge and try and capture some points to the southeast. I don't know that that's my plan, but that's something that is in the back of my mind going into this. I do think I have to kind of watch carefully as they try to approach us from the south, because if they do get west of our position and take any of those buildings to the southwest of us, I think we're in a pretty bad spot. But I don't want to be further south than here because there's not enough locations to stage all of our guys without just clumping them together. So I think these guys might just move down to the roundabout and try and take the flag that we have still down there. Looks like a lot of guys scurrying about. I think they were kind of staged as though we were spread more across the map, so it might take them a minute to engage us. Get our ceasefire going. And I think the mortar team, somebody has spotted our defending recon squad, so I think the mortar team is just targeting them. I'm not super concerned about that at the moment. They do have some decent shots, but I think these 3-stories do pretty good holding up to mortars. According to the map, there's teams in these 2 buildings. Okay, so recon spotted somebody. Looks like maybe the 2-story. I don't see him though. Okay, nobody on the map anymore. Let's see. Yep, there we go. So see, that's what I was worried about. They did take that 3-story on the west, and they can now close in on us. But if we were in the 3 stories to the southwest of where the recon's shooting from, I think that covers it well from the south, but I don't think that's where the big push will come from. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna bring the recon squad that I didn't originally bring down to the south, that was up at the top. I am going to bring them around. I think they're going to help hold from somebody coming up behind us. I'm not going to try and flank around, or at least not right now. I'm not going to try and flank around and take any victory locations, but I don't see anybody coming from the north. So now that we kind of know that, I want them relocated to a more effective fighting position. And as the allies move on these buildings, we want to have enough firepower to keep them in their buildings or drive them back out of their buildings. I probably should have just started the recon here, but I really did think that maybe we'd have some other opportunities. They had like a nice successful relocation though without taking damage, so that's okay. That's what I was expecting, is this. All right, open up the MG42 on the BAR. Now, the MP40s, they've only got a few mags for, so we can't go hog wild on them. This rifle squad, put some shots on. Let's see what else. We got them kind of pinned down at the wall outside the ruin, so I'm not worried about that for a minute. Let's let them, decide if they're going to come across or whatever, but I don't want to waste ammo on them. I am okay with them trying to push us a little bit more. They're still not quite in deadly grenade range yet, so if they come across the wall, we'll have some clear shots on them. Okay. They decided that we had too much concentrated firepower, and there really wasn't any good cover for them to mount an attack from. I feel great about this outcome. I know our progress is still bad. We're sitting at 22 out of 36, but we killed 5 of theirs, and we took no losses ourselves. So I didn't have to give up any terrain, and they weren't prepared to assault this position. So MG42 got 2 of the kills, and Recon got a kill. Actually, 2 guys in Recon each got a kill. And the remaining kill was from the other Recon squad. So that went really well. We are going to want the 7-hour ceasefire. I don't know that they'll give it to us, but we're going to ask for it. But that's exactly what we need. We just put a few shots out there. We get a few kills. They make no more progress, and we still hold enough of the map to matter. We've got some places to mount an attack from going forward if we get more resources. But they weren't able to push us off. We don't have to cancel this operation. We don't have to lose our troops. And if we can stick with this kind of plan of just small skirmishes, I think we can win the day. I know this wasn't an exciting battle, but I think it could be the start of us turning the tables. I successfully used a different strategy, and we got a great result. I see promise going forward. Remember to click the subscribe button and leave a like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.